Continuing on with the Zen and Sword set from Eureka, part of their Masters of Cinema series, spine number 341, we have the second film in the set, Miyamoto Musashi, Showdown at Hannyazaka Heights. I really enjoyed this one. Coming after the first one where I felt we were getting to know the character, understand the situation, I feel like we are stepping into this world and I love it. This was a notable step up for me, a really enjoyable sequel that's really building this character that I really don't know that much about. Once more, Musashi is back. He's slightly calmer, he's slightly wiser, but still absolutely ready to throw down at any moment's notice. After spending years locked away, meditating, reading, and generally trying not to stab anyone, our favourite wandering swordsman goes back out into society to discover that everyone still wants to fight him at some point. Rival schools are a little bit salty, old grudges are simmering, ambitious warriors want to test their mettle against him. I love the idea of this, of the wandering swordsman. The idea that he has spent years nurturing and enriching his soul, his spirituality, his knowledge, and now he's going out to the world to see what it has to offer. And he is very pragmatic, which I really love. He understands that he doesn't know everything. There is a settled calmness in here. Gone is the exuberance of youth, where you think you know everything. Now Musashi knows that he is on the bottom rung, and although he has skill and he has tenacity and the ability to fight and do extremely well, he knows he's nowhere near the level he has to get to. It has this wonderful duality about it, where we have our character fighting, but some of the more exciting duels come in the form of conversations. There is a wonderful fight that never takes place that absolutely captured my imagination, and it's where we have a kind of leader of these monks talking to Musashi and talking about where they first encountered each other and how they recognised a warrior in each other, and it's just talking about this moment that they briefly shared in passing and realising that it was a fight, and the perception of the person and the way they handled themselves, even though they didn't talk or really look at each other, just an awareness, was Musashi losing a fight, and that ekes at this character. This is a character who wants the best. He has the discipline and he is transforming. He's spent years in reflection and he's no longer just a wild swordsman. He is aspiring to be a philosophical master. And the film really traces that evolution. And it's not one of those films where you feel as though he's, again, arrived at the person who's going to become that legendary status. He is still learning. He is still following the path of the warrior and the cost of mastery, how every lesson teaches him something, and it can be a harsh lesson or a surprising lesson, but it's just something that needs to happen to make him into the person that he's going to be. Now again, Kinnosuke Nakamura's performance was great. Here he is a little bit wiser, like I said. He knows a little bit more. He's more resigned to learning and understanding that he doesn't know everything. The fights can be wonderfully measured. Sometimes they can be explosive, but they're always interesting. And it's one of those films that, yes, has great production values, has some great characters, and it has plenty of fights throughout the way, but it's all about the character. I'm focused more on this character and building him up and getting to a point where I know he's going to get to be this greatest swordsman. But even where this film ends, it's a lesson. The whole idea of what's happened, and it's not a fun lesson, it's something that deeply scars the character, but it's a lesson that he had to learn. It's going to make him into that better person. Love the production values, love the characters, I love the little integration of the kid that follows him along this adventure, kind of helping him out and dropping information, the throwback to his past life while looking forward to his future one. Just wonderful. And I feel like this is where, you know, the series has really solidified. Now, I don't know what's coming next. I really hope it builds on this again to create something even more fantastic. First one was good. This one was really good, and I have high hopes moving forward. I'm really disappointed if this was the best in the series.
3年間の学問を実際の世の中で試してみとうございます。
So there we have it. The second film, Miyamoto Musashi Showdown at Hannyazaka Heights. It's more introspective. It's a layer continuation of Musashi's story. It's the kind of, feels like a middle chapter which balances swordplay with philosophy, which I liked. It's less kind of blockbuster spectacle and more thoughtful samurai drama. The duel sequences are very satisfying, but it's the quiet build-up and the evolution of the character that I found even more rewarding. Can't wait to dive into part 3. This has turned out to be a really good set. I'd love to know your thoughts on this film if you've seen it, so let me know in the comment box below whether you loved it, hated it, or fell somewhere in the middle. Where do you think it lands within the Musashi film sequence, and do you like it more than the first one? Drop me a comment in the comment box below and we can chit chat about this film. As always, there is more content up here. You can see more of my stuff in the description box below, or links to Patreon, membership program, and manvfilm.com always, in which you can support me. Thanks for watching. See you next time.